Okay, welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us today for the Noche UFC Grasso vs. Shevchenko 2 Q&A panel. Noche UFC Grasso vs. Shevchenko 2 takes place this Saturday, September 16th at the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas. Tickets are still available, and you can get them at the T-Mobile box office now. No one needs an introduction here, but we're going to introduce them anyways. We have the champ, Alexa Grasso.
Hey, guys.
We have the rising star, Tracy Cortez.
Hola.
The young phenom, Raul Rosas Jr. The golden boy, Zellhuber. And one of the greatest of all time, Valentina Shevchenko. All right, let's get started with these questions. Let's start with the champion first, Alexa Grasso. How are you feeling this weekend? How's everything going? How's the Las Vegas been treating you?
Well, it's been an amazing week. I truly love to fight in Las Vegas, and thank you everyone for your support, and you're gonna enjoy the fights. Thank you.
So this is a huge event. What does it mean to you to be the first Mexican UFC champion and to be able to defend your title on such an important day for Mexican fans?
Well, it means a lot. You know, Mexico is growing so fast in the sport, and as you can notice, we are living the heart in every fight.
I think this is an important question for everyone. So Tracy Cortez, you're a Mexican American. How important it is for you to fight on this day as well?
Oh man, it's an honor. It's an honor to be here and represent, you know, not just Latinos, but toda la raza, the Mexicans out here, and I'm excited.
How about for you, Raul? How are you feeling on this card?
No, it's an honor too. You know, like we said, Mexico is in good hands. So el sábado vamos a poner todos la bandera en alto y en este día tan especial.
And same question for you, Daniel. How are you feeling about fighting on this card?
As everybody's saying, it's an honor fighting in Mexican Independence Day. I'm excited to put in a show for you guys. Y ya, vamos, arriba México.
And Valentina, you spent plenty of time in Latin America. You know, what does this mean to you to be a part of this card as well?
Buenas noches con todos. Es un gusto, es un honor pelear en esta noche de UFC. Y claro que sí, creo que todos los peleadores están muy preparados para este evento. Van a dejar todo en el octágono. Y yo de mi parte puedo decir muchas gracias a toda la gente que me está apoyando, que está creyendo en mí, porque vamos por el cinturón. Solamente adelante, ni un paso atrás.
Valentina, it's been 6 years since you've been coming off a loss. How remotivated are you heading into this fight?
My motivation comes from every single thing what I do in the life. Every single person motivates me. Every single event motivates me. Martial arts, it's my passion. Martial arts, it's everything what I do. Already for 30 years, what I practice in martial arts. That's why it's kind of, for me, be the champion. It's my nature. That's why I go in with all my power, with all my desire for this belt.
Wow. Alexa, so Teddy Atlas says, when you win the title, you become 30% better. How did winning the belt and gaining the #1 pound-for-pound spot impact your confidence coming into this fight?
Well, yes, every single fight I'm evolving, I'm improving, I'm learning a lot, and as you can notice, you know, every single fight I'm a different athlete. I every time show different weapons, and this time it's gonna be better than the last time.
All right, Raul, this one's for you. You're coming off your first loss. You're of your pro MMA career. But many people say you learned the most from your losses. What were some of the main things you learned, and how much better are you now?
There was a lot of things I took from the last fight, and I'm just excited to go in Saturday and show all the corrections that were made from the last one. And I'm glad that it is on a special day, you know, so Saturday night we're gonna shine.
Let's go, let's go. All right, Danielle, this is your first time on a UFC main card, and it's for such an important, exciting event. How much does being on this card mean to you and your focus going into this fight?
You know, I feel that fighting in this card, it means a lot for me because, as you say, it's my first main card fight. I want to prove that I belong to these big fights. So Saturday night, I'm planning on putting on a war. Hope Christos is planning the same. And yeah, I'm just ready to perform.
Yeah, what do you think of your opponent?
I think that he's a well-rounded guy. But, like everybody in the UFC is well-rounded at this point. So, I feel that eventually he's going to try to take the fight to the ground. But whether he's in the ground or on top, it doesn't matter. I'm ready to fight.
Ready anywhere, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Tracy, it's been some time since we've seen you able to perform. What have you been working on during your time away, and what kind of performance will you give the fans this Saturday?
I've been working on everything. Mostly, I want to say, just sharpening up my wrestling. Keeping it sharp, and then my striking. I've been working a lot with my striking. I went over to Brazil for a while. I trained with the Pitbull brothers.
Wow.
Yeah, and I just grew. Got out of my comfort zone. I wanted to evolve, not just as a person, but as an athlete. I just felt like it was time, and I've been really trying to evolve overall.
Excellent. How is that relationship with the Pitbull Brothers team and your team in Arizona, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, how's that been going? Do you guys grapple over here, and go striking over there?
Yeah, I've known Patricio for quite a time now, and I've been, when he does come to fight ready, he's such a good teacher, and he's always giving me these new tools to work and to practice so I could, get better. And yeah, it kind of just hit me where I was ready to try something new, get out of my element, and I shot him a message, and he told me he said, come on by. So went over to Brazil, stayed over there for a while, came back, told my coaches, hey, I'm ready to come back now, it's time.
Yeah, those are great bangers to train with over there, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about your fight. On paper, this fight looks like a battle of two high-level grapplers. How do you see your grappling skills stacking up against Jasmine's?
I'm very confident in my wrestling. I'm very confident on my ground. I believe it is pretty difficult to take me down, and if you do, it's going to be hard to keep me down. But it's going to be a good fight.
All right, for the champ, Alexa. A lot of people say that in a rematch, the person who lost the first fight has the advantage because they know what they need to work on. When you revisit the first fight, what sort of opportunities for improvements do you see?
Well, I did a lot of adjustments for this second fight. We already shared the octagon 20 minutes together. We also felt what we can bring to the table, and I love striking fights. Honestly, I do. I'll do everything to keep the fight on my feet, and I was doing pretty well. The first round was amazing, and I was doing pretty well. So I'm gonna bring everyone an amazing fight this Saturday night.
So you're working your sprawl and brawl. You want to keep this fight on your feet, show your boxing off, show your striking off?
Yeah, always. That's a Mexican warranty.
Valentina, for you were champion for many years. What did you learn about yourself after losing the title, and how will that benefit you in this fight?
It's kind of like I don't have to learn anything because of the loss or something like that. Alexa, you're saying like you was doing pretty well, but I say not enough for the victory. It's kind of like good point because if you could see the fight, it was all 4 rounds like winning the fight for my side before of course, what happened in the fight. But it's kind of like the moment when it put you work double hard. Work, remember what you did, like at the very, very beginning. And it's kind of like, yes, everyone's speaking about the loss or something like that, but I want to remind to everyone, 17-time World Muay Thai champion, 7 title defense. And you cannot get rid of this. It's gonna stay in you forever. It's gonna, you can be better, you can be adjustment, whatever you wanna do, but the power, but the confidence and experience, it's still here, and it's gonna explode on Saturday.
Alexa, do you agree with that assessment? What do you think about the scorecard? What was the scorecard leading up to your fight? What did you think about the scorecard?
Well, round 1 was definitely mine. I mean, I don't know. Round 1 was mine. second round, you know, even like being a Muay Thai champion, I thought you wanted to be on striking with me, but you decided to go to the ground, so it's fine. I mean, fourth round, I made a lot of adjustments, and I think it was 2-2. For me, it was 2-2.
2-2. All right, Valentina, I have another question. What do you think about this new bout here? And, you know, what does it mean to you if you take this home?
I think it's gorgeous, first of all, and I come in for that belt.
All right, Raul, this is the longest time between fights you've had since you went pro. How much has that helped you improve? And are you going to keep taking more time off between fights to focus on yourself, or are you going to do quick turnarounds?
Yeah, it's the longest I've taken off. I used to fight months back to back because I was trying to break records, and that's still the plan. But yeah, I don't think I can stay out too long because I miss all my people putting on the show for y'all. So after Saturday night, we're gonna come back, and y'all already know we're going for that belt.
Yeah, Raul, you seem more comfortable and comfortable. Do you feel comfort because you've been in the octagon a couple times?
Yeah, every time I come more experienced, I feel more comfortable. So I'm just excited to keep putting on shows for all my people. I appreciate them, and we put on all the work this fight camp, so I just can't wait to execute. A huevo!
All right, Danielle, this could be a breakout performance for you. What can you tell the fans to expect from you this Saturday night?
You know, I feel that I'm a well-rounded fighter, and I'm ready to put in a show for you guys. I'm always training hard, my boxing, my striking, wrestling, like all the areas of MMA. So with this fighting Saturday, what I try to show to everybody in here is that I'm here, you know. I'm not a prelim fighter, and, you know, I'm just keep coming up, and with this fight, as you say, this is like the break point, you know, like this is where it all starts for me. I'm coming to this fight with this approach, and yeah, I'm ready to show to everybody what I'm talking about.
All right. Okay, for Tracy, being one of the most popular fighters on this card, sorry about that, and being undefeated in the UFC, how much pressure, if any, do you feel going into this Saturday night?
I didn't know that. Dang.
I'm reading off here, man. You're pretty popular, it says. Being one of the most popular fighters on this card.
Oh,
and
yeah.
being undefeated in the UFC.
Qué honor.
How much
Gracias
pressure?
a mi gente. Muchas gracias por todo el apoyo.
You know, just how much pressure do you feel?
Oh,
Right? The
no.
spotlight's on you. You're a rising star right now. A lot of people are watching.
There's no pressure, man. I love what I do. I'm a performer. I love being here in front of everybody that supports us and shows us nothing but love, man. It's a great feeling.
Wow, that's a great way to look at it, right? All right, I have a question about the main event. How do you see this main event playing out, and who would you rather fight for the belt?
Respectfully, Alexa has all my support. I'm going for Alexa. I stick with Raza, and I think it'll be an honor here in the future que dos Mexicanas, you know, put on a show and fight for the belt one day.
Wow, that would be a huge main event.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna ask a question. This is from, it looks like Ethan Ocho. This is for Raul. Is your approach to the fights different moving forward? And do you want to run it back with Christian in the future?
For sure, the approach is probably gonna be different, you know. I'm just looking to put on the show, this time pace myself. And yeah, for sure, everybody wants to run their loss back. But I'm just focused on my journey. If Christian Rodriguez keeps winning and we're meant to meet each other in the future, then we're going to share the octagon again.
Excellent. For Valentina, we have a question from Blue Poet 3. Now that Nunez has retired and the 135 belt is again up for grabs, after this fight, if you win, any thoughts about jumping up a weight class and be a double champ?
You know, it's kind of like for me, I'm focused right now only on one day, it's Saturday. And for me, there is no Sunday. It's kind of like everything, what I think about, like getting ready, it's only September 16. But if I decide to move up, I don't want people think this has happened because Amanda is not there. Because my intention was fight her. It was number one. It was only one reason why I would move up, because of trilogy with Amanda. And now once she's not there, it's kind of like losing a little bit the point, but still not discarding the opportunity.
Okay. Alexa, this is from you, from a fan as well, for you. This is from Manutre, I'm not too sure, at Manutre. How did it feel beating Valentina after so many years where people couldn't?
Well, I trained so hard since I moved to 125. Always the goal. Of course, I've seen her career like for so long. She's someone that has done so much for the sport. Like, so when I was in 125, always like the focus when she was a champion. I was like, I want to go for the belt. I would love to be a UFC champion. So it was amazing. Honestly, it was amazing to have this win to be able to get the belt for Mexico.
And to beat her in the fashion, like a submission, something you worked on. I mean, is there something else you guys been working on that you may want to share with us, or something we can look out for?
I always work everything, you know. Of course, you guys know I truly love striking fights, but I'm ready for anything. I've been evolving with my grappling and my jiu-jitsu. I like everything I've been doing. So anything can happen. It's a fight, but I'm ready for everything and to give you an amazing fight.
Excellent. We have another one from Robbie, ACM. How do you feel your victory impacted the development of women's MMA in Mexico? That's for you, Alexa.
Oh.
So the development in Mexican, for ladies in MMA, your win.
It's growing so fast. I'm super happy that now in tournaments, I remember when I used to compete, there was just one or two girls, just white belts. And now I see the tournaments and there are blue belts, purple belts, a lot of girls, you know, even little girls competing. So I think it's growing so much, and I think it's important for all the parents to allow their kids to defend and to learn how to be strong.
Excellent, excellent. I think we're going to have some fans from some questions from the media. Do we have some media questions here?
Right here, the back.
All right, take it away.
It's kind of a general question for everyone. I'll start with Alexa and kind of work our way down. When they announced this card, the assumption was pretty much all of you would probably be on this card. But now that it is Fight Week, this is the first event that fans can attend and see you. So how has the fan reception been, and what has Fight Week been with all of these Mexicans here to see you guys compete?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, it's not just me. We're all a lot of Mexicans in this car, so it's beautiful to watch all these people that had a time to come, to travel, to be here, to support us. It feels amazing. Thank you.
Anybody else from the media?
Actually, I have a question for you, Gil.
Oh, my goodness.
Obviously, for years, it was fighters like you, Diego, Nick and Nate, Kane. Like, you were the Mexican fighters that we all tuned into. You made your pro debut in 2002. Raul was born in 2004.
Thank you for pointing that out.
So what's it like to see these crop of fighters in a whole fight week just centered around Mexican MMA?
It's actually amazing. You know, though I'm born in America, I'm a Mexican American. I remember gathering around the TV to see Julio Cesar Chavez fight. I saw all the great warriors fight, and to see it come to this point, I knew it was a matter of time before Mexico would embrace mixed martial artists, and it was a matter of time before all these fighters would develop their skills and show that Mexican heart would stand out. And I'm really happy to be here today and see the next generation, do their thing.
Question over here for Tracy. Tracy, you've had on your Twitter, the Tracy Cortez era for a long time. We haven't seen you fight in a minute. How much are you looking forward to reminding the fans who you are and who you want to be in this division?
You know, I originally was scheduled to fight. When was it, Coach? March, I believe. March or April, and then I got injured and I had surgery and all that other stuff. But I'm here to make my mark now. I'm healthy. I feel strong. I'm well recovered, and hopefully after this one, if all goes well and no injuries that show up after the fight, I'll be ready for the next one.
Then I have two for Raul. Raul, obviously, a lot of people talk about it, youngest guy on the UFC roster. If they bring in a 16-year-old to Contender Series, are you going to be a little salty about it?
No, records are meant to be broken, so it would be an honor for me to be there and cheer him on. I want somebody to break my record. You know, I want people to keep coming and breaking the records that I'm gonna put on the company. And yeah, that's it.
Now, obviously, young guy in your career, looking to bounce back. What are you hoping the fans get to see on Saturday night from you?
Just a war, you know, Mexican style. I got to put on the show for all my people and for me, and I got to prove to myself that I am who I say I am.
Okay, thank you. Alexa, aquí, en español. ¿Cómo estás? Alexa, dos preguntas. La primera de ellas es, eres la primera mexicana que ostenta un título del UFC. Y eres la primera mexicana o mexicano que le gana la fecha al boxeo en septiembre. Cuéntame un poquito acerca de eso.
Alexa, being the first champion, the first Mexican champion in the UFC, and also being the first main event in this Mexican Independence Day event. Can you talk about that?
Bueno, eso habla muchísimo de cómo está creciendo el deporte en el país, ¿no? En México no se pensaba antes, ¿no?, que pudiera haber campeones mexicanos. Tuvimos 3 al mismo tiempo, tenemos muchísimos talentos sobresaliendo. Esta cartelera va a estar increíble y pues me siento afortunada de la oportunidad que UFC nos está dando, porque esta fecha es importante y justamente es para eso, ¿no?, para que todos demostremos el corazonzote que tenemos en las peleas.
Now look at all the champions. At one point, we actually had 3 champions, something that we never expected before. This shows, and we're so grateful to UFC for this opportunity. And look at everything that has happened so far as a result of everything we've done.
¿Me puedes platicar también un poquito acerca de tu cinturón hecho, obviamente, con colores y todo el estilo mexicano?
Can you talk about the belt as well, made in the colors and so different patterns and colors in Mexican style?
Sí, es una pieza hecha a mano, totalmente a mano. La verdad es que está increíble, cada patrón tiene un significado y me parece muy bonito porque representa mucho la cultura de nuestro país, ¿no? En México tenemos una cultura muy bonita, me encanta México y bueno, esto es como una representación del país.
This is a beautiful artwork. Every single pattern there is made. Everything's handmade. There's a meaning to every single pattern and color, and represents such a rich culture, something that we're very proud of.
Question for both Alexa and Tracy. You know, both of you guys kind of got your start in Invicta a little bit, and I just want to know, well, first of all, like, you know, what your experience was like starting there, but now when you reflect on things and look back on when you were in Invicta, could you ever imagine you'd be in a spot like you are right now here together on this stage?
Honestly, it's kind of mind-blowing, you know. And I'm extremely grateful, and looking back now, where I think we both started, you know, and seeing all of our accomplishments, you're able to believe, you know, as an individual, that it is possible. Seeing someone where you were once at rise to such a beautiful level, you know, that we all work so hard for, and it's inspiring.
Well, Invicta was amazing. You know, it's one of the biggest platforms for women's. It was beautiful. My experience there was amazing. I don't know if you remember, but it's beautiful. You know, that's an amazing place to be. So it was always a dream to be in the UFC. Like, you always watched, you know, Ronda and Holly and all these big stars. Like, it was a dream, and when it happened, it was amazing. So I'm doing everything in my hands to be the best every day, every week, in the gym and training and every single fight.
And Alexa, I mean, did becoming champion kind of happen at the pace you expected? Did you think it would take a little bit quicker, or maybe longer, or is this like the perfect time you would have imagined when you thought about it?
Well, you always have plans, and life is kind of tricky, you know. But I think it was the perfect timing. You know, I'm more mature right now, and I don't know. I think it was the perfect timing for me.
Best of luck to both of you.
Thanks.
I believe we have one more question.
My question's for Tracy. I just wanted your thoughts on Erin Blanchfield and her run in the UFC since you're her only loss.
Just what are my thoughts on her?
Yeah.
I think she's doing incredible. She's doing amazing. Proud of her, and I know there's gonna be a time where we cross paths, and when that time comes, I'll be ready.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, that will do it. Thank you, everyone, for your questions and joining us here today. Let's hear it for our Noche UFC athletes. Be sure to join us tomorrow for Noche UFC's ceremonial weigh-ins at the Toshiba Plaza in front of the T-Mobile Arena. We'll be there at 2 p.m. Once again, tickets for Noche UFC Grasso versus Shevchenko 2 are still available, and you can get them at the T-Mobile box office now. Thank you guys all.
Well, Mexico is as proud a fighting nation as there is in the world, and no woman from that great nation has realized the UFC title. That is what is in front of Alexa Grasso here tonight. Valentina Shevchenko looking to make it 8 successive flyweight title defenses.
I prepared myself for so many years, so when the fight started, I felt amazing.
Huge connection by Grasso. Well, for a long time, Valentina Shevchenko was just knifing through contenders without so much as being challenged. That has changed.
All the fight, I was chasing her all the time to be the hunter.